Hi, this is Kathy from Craft with Kathy. Thanks for joining me this evening. Hope you've had a great Wednesday. Got a quick short little project here to show you tonight. Something I think we could all use a little bit of a reminder to do once in a while. And actually, I'm looking for some input from you on how to actually do this project. I'm toying with the idea of using a hot mess technique or an ombre or just doing it in multiple colors. What do you think? And here's the color choices that I've picked out. I've got Ocean Mist and Dusky Blue and Peachy Keen, and I think this is Sunset Drive, and then of course my Rose Gold. So either these three or these two. What do you think? Drop me a line, say hello. I'm coming at you from the suburbs west of Chicago. Move this up a little bit. And this is the transfer that I'm going to be using. It's pretty simple, straightforward, just some text and an interesting script. But sometimes the simple and the easiest things we don't always do and we don't always remember. And I think this is a good little nudge to tell us to be kind to ourselves. You know, we hope we're kind to others and that our family is also kind to others, but sometimes we need to be kind to ourselves. Get rid of that little voice in our mind that sometimes is our harshest critic. So here's a nice gentle reminder to treat yourself well. Be kind to yourself today. So what are we thinking? Should I go with the Ocean Mist and Dusky Blue? These are beautiful colors. Or, now this is going to be on a black background. It's on my Sylvie frame, a white framed black chalkboard. Or do I want to go with the Peachy Keen, the Sunset Drive, and the Rose Gold? What do you think? Okay, it looks like these brighter colors are going to be the choice. Now the big question is ombre. I'm thinking, hot mess technique. Hot mess technique might actually be a little bit distracting with the wording because it is a little bit fancy of a script. So maybe just multiple colors. The Rose Gold and the Peachy Keen, I think, is what we're going to go with. And you know what? If I don't like it, I could just spritz it with a little bit of water and wipe it up with a paper towel, maybe use a board eraser, and use my surface again and again and again. That's the beauty of working with chalk paste, not chalk paint, chalk paste. Hi Brenda, how you doing? So, before I get started with this, let me remove it from its little envelope. All of our transfers, they're kind of like stencils, but they are called transfers. They come in this cellophane little bag. They're made out of vinyl, which is the teal, and silkscreen, and you're seeing through the silkscreen to the white carrier sheet behind it. And all of our little cellophane bags have usage and care instructions on the back in case you forget about that and are not sure about cleaning them. Cleaning them is very easy. Our chalk paste is water soluble. So our transfers, the best way to clean it is underneath a faucet, running under the faucet, or in a little water bath. I like using our board erasers and just kind of scrubbing it a little bit as the water runs over it. I think that does really, really well. Our transfers are adhesive backed, so I'm going to, then this is a brand new transfer, so I'm going to deliberately reduce the adhesiveness a little bit by using my fuzzing cloth. If you don't have a fuzzing cloth, you can use a towel. This is just terry on one side and microfiber on the other. And I'm going to deliberately apply a little bit of lint to the adhesive portion of the transfer. See, it's shiny, the adhesive is sticky, and the carrier sheet is kind of glossy like freezer paper on the side that attaches to the sticky side of the transfer. The other side is dull. And you know what? Had my marker out here to remind myself to write on the back the name of the transfer. Good to know if you have multiple pieces so you can identify which backer goes to which transfer. but it also, because this is the dull side, it makes you that, it gives you a little reminder if you accidentally go to apply it to the adhesive side of the transfer, you realize, oops, that's the wrong side. Let me go with the glossy side. Because sometimes when you're in a hurry, that could happen. I actually did that the other day, which is the first time I've done it in all these years. So I just gently pressed it down onto my terry cloth and lifted it up, just picking up a little bit of lint so it doesn't stick as strongly. And generally I only fuzz 3 times when I'm using it on chalkboard. Now I'm looking where my hooks are. Make sure that my hook is at the top. My little sawtooth hanger there. And then I'm going to center this on my board. It's funny, the other day I did a t-shirt and I was very careful measuring in from the sides. This is a little bit too much over to the right. Let me lift it and move it. I actually measured in from each side evenly to make sure that the transfer was straight on my shirt. But when I went to heat press it, what I realized is the collar of the shirt was like a V-neck, and the collar was on crooked. How do you like that? It wasn't really noticeable, and I don't know if it'll be noticeable when I wear it. But actually, yeah, the collar was not put on straight. Go figure, right? Okay. So what I think I'm going to do is use the Peachy Keen for most of it. And I think I'm going to do the Kind in Yourself in the rose gold. Ooh, isn't that a pretty, pretty soft pink? I know I had squeegees out here somewhere. Whoops, I must have stashed them behind my monitor. Okay, so I'm just turning this a bit so that I could work towards myself and applying the chalk paste over the lettering, smoothing it over with my squeegee, and then removing any lines or bumps or anything, and also the excess paste. I'm going to do the word "to" in the Peachy Keen. And I'm going to have to move this around a little bit so I have better access and I can actually see what I'm doing myself here. And then I want the word "today." Generally, I stir my paste before I use it, and I did not, and I realized this is a little thick. It might have needed a little bit of distilled water added to it, because it might be drying a little bit quicker than I would expect it to. So to get around that, being that I didn't thin it down at all, I'm going to lift my transfer and do kind of the paste and peel, where you lift it and peel it up and then just set it back down. Now I want to make sure my other words are down nicely, nice and tight. I don't want this shifting. And I've got a little smudge here that I could clean up when I'm done. Set this back down and make sure my kind and my word "yourself" is nice and attached to the board. Okay, so let me put the excess paste back in my jar, cover this up. Oops, you know what? Little spritz of distilled water in my jar, and then I'll stir it up later. You always want to use distilled water because you don't want to use tap water, because you don't want to accidentally have any minerals from your water interfering with the pigments of the paste. Hi Terry, how you doing? Ooh, isn't this rose gold just so beautiful and sparkly? Oh my goodness, I love it. It is such a pretty color. So soft. Now see, look it. I haven't stirred this. This is a brand new jar, so obviously I haven't left the cover off and let it dry out for a bit. But you can see it still holds its shape, but it's kind of soft and easily very malleable, if you will. And that's how you want your paste to be. You scoop up a little bit more here. And I can actually hear almost like a grittiness when I'm applying this from all the shimmer that's in this chalk paste. Our shimmer paste takes a little bit longer to dry than our regular paste. Our regular paste dries in about 5 minutes. Our shimmer paste takes about 8 or so. Turn this around. Kind of get all that paste off the other side of my squeegee. And yes, I am using a mini squeegee, which is kind of crazy. Because this is pretty large lettering, I could have gone with a larger squeegee. I just have a tendency to always grab my minis. Easy to get in little tight spots if you need to. But you can see how quick and easy this project is. Just a few minutes of applying the paste and we'll be done. Get the paste off the other side. There we go. The top of my Y because I missed it, the bottom of my letters here and here. Okay, let me clean this up, smooth it off, and put my excess back in the jar. Easy peasy, right? Well, let's take a look. I don't know. No, I missed it. The top of my letters here on yourself, I actually missed. My overhead lighting gives a lot of glare, so I usually have it off when I'm chalking, and it doesn't let me see when I've missed the top of my letters. Let me actually just lift this up a little bit. Yep, I did miss the letters in yourself. And let's see in the kind. I've got the kind all done, I think. Oops, look at, I missed right here. Ooh, that L really missed a lot at the top. Okay, much better. Now, if I didn't catch this until I had lifted up the transfer, and I could have always gone back over it once it dried after I cleaned my transfer and just redone it. No big deal. Just lay the transfer back down and chalk again. And sometimes that double layer of chalk gives you a really good, almost a three-dimensional ability, or a three-dimensional kind of look. Couldn't tell if that was distressed or if I had missed a spot. Let's see. Yeah, I had just missed a spot. All right. Look at that. Move this to the side. I'm going to turn this around, grab a paper towel and take care of my little smudge that I put on it there. Aren't those beautiful colors? Don't they go nice together? Just moistening a paper towel, just a little tiny piece of it, and then I'm going to come over here and just clean this little smudge up. Just have to moisten it and rub it off, and that's it. So obviously, mistakes are easy to fix. Hi Deb, how are you? We're all good over here. That's just a flake from on my paste. Okay. Simple, quick and easy, and a nice little reminder. This is what we need to do. We need to be kind to ourselves. If you are not a member of my VIP group and would like to be privy to some specials, bundles, and the like, comment VIP below and I will send you the link. If you are not a member of Club Couture and would like a little bundle of creative joy landing on your doorstep once a month for $19.99, comment Club below and I'll send you the information about that. If you would like to know the products that were used in this project, just comment, use the keyword kind below, and I will send you a link with all the details on what was used. If you would be kind enough to like, follow, and share on Facebook, I'd surely appreciate it. And for my peeps over on YouTube, if you would like, that always helps with the distribution of my videos, subscribe and then click the little notification bell so you know when a new thing is posted. That would be absolutely wonderful. Thank you all so much for watching. I surely do appreciate it. See you soon.